Hello, hello. We are returning for some Nova Luna, not Luna Park, as for some reason I insist on thinking it's called, even though there's nothing to do with a theme park on the moon. Hopefully, my audio settings for bit of music are improved. For some reason, it was really struggling to dampen out the music, so I have played around with it. This is actually the second time I'm looking at Luna Nova, but the last time I was so frustrated with how noisy the background sound was, I've cut it. I think there's one video I might upload from about a 10-hour recording day, so my apologies, the quality isn't where I want it on that video, but I'm not sure I'm going back to it anytime soon, so I thought I'd upload something in case it's of interest. But I expect it's going to get a load of downvotes and then no one's going to see it anyway. But anyway, Nova Luna. The reason I'm looking at this is because somebody left me a comment on a YouTube video and asked whether I prefer Luna Nova or Calico, I believe it was. Might have been Cascadia. One of those two games. Because this has a similar tile adjacency type of scoring to it. We're going to sit ourselves in the white chair and set up, but a few things are different in a solo game. We don't use the Luna track, and we just make two separate piles, one of 8 tokens and the other of 13. What we're going to look to do is, by placing these tiles, we want to have that tile adjacent to, so in this case, one tile of each colour, or 3 of these teal, 3 green, often call it. It could be, for example, 3 tiles all around the outside, or it could be one group like this of 3 tiles, or a 2 and a 1. That's all fine. That would then mean we cover this with one of our discs. The colour of the tile itself never counts. And we'll do this until we have placed all of these tokens. In a solo game, we need to finish 8 objectives with the first set of tiles. Then we add up all the numbers in the top left here. And that's our first round score. We refill this rack. And then we'll go again. And we need to complete another 13 objectives. And we add all of our tiles again to get a second round score. And what we want to do is add those two together and come up with less than 100. So it is just an all or nothing, try and get as low a score as possible. Rewind. Oh. Let's just reset. So this looks pretty dangerous because we only have one yellow tile. So we're going to have to be careful about which objectives we try and score. This yellow might be key in having it perhaps adjacent to these 3 tiles, as they all need one yellow. There's only 3 red. This would be pretty hard to score both. Actually, yeah, 3 is about right, isn't it? There's 3 teal and 4 blue. So let's start with this one. And we're going to have to think we want one yellow next to it. We don't want to take this tile straight away. But we could, yes, we could take this one down here and this one, which completes an objective because it's next to 2 blue, and we want our yellow tile in here anyway. This tile needs a blue next to it, and this would be the yellow. We're going to want red and teal somewhere here. If teal is at the bottom, and we get 2 of them, it can also score this. So this teal, which wants 2 blues, would be perfect. And this teal, which wants a red and 2 teals, could work. We do that. In terms of our reds, I think it doesn't really matter where we place these. We can't score this objective, we can't score this objective, but they can help us achieve our other ones. We'll place this here and here. This one now only needs the yellow. Fine. This one can go here. That would score next to 2 reds. One. Ooh. Let me get a tile. That one goes for 2 blue. And now this one scores for 2 teal. We can put our yellow here. It's this one. Either score the red here, or this itself scores 2 blues. Or we can come here and this one scores 3 reds. One does contribute slightly here. Oh, and we've done this one. And this final teal can go here and complete this one, or up here, complete this one. That's next to a blue. Or we could go here for a red and a blue. And that's 1 teal. Yeah, let's do that. So we have unfortunately used every single tile, which means we're going to have an awful score. So that's 17, 20, 30, 41. So as you can see, we're going to be counting this score double, because we have to score it in the next round. So we're already on 82 points. And that leaves us with only 18 more points worth of tiles we can use to finish all of these objectives. We have definitely done very badly. What can we do? So yellow which wants reds, that's perfect. Because it's got 1 red, also got 3 red, and this has 1 yellow. This red is good. Because it could go here or here. And it is next to 3 reds. Let's go there. So that's already done. But another teal, but it won't necessarily score anything. And neither will this one. Actually, it can go here. That is 2 teal this one's adjacent to. And it is adjacent to 2 red. They're never going to happen. This one just needs 1 more red. There's nothing really that it's going to score. Where can we get some easy wins? We've got 3 blues together. Could be this one, but red down here would get us the 4 reds. One wants red and yellows. If this one was to go here, we'd complete 2 of those. We can't get 4 teal for this one. But it is only 2 points and it would be worth finishing this objective. So that's okay. There's nowhere we could put a blue and a red next to each other. Oh, one rule I didn't say, we can only take from the next 3. This is an Rosenberg game, so it's got that patchwork-like mechanic. The only available options to you are the next 3. The other similarity in mechanics which you'd use in a 2, 3 or 4 player game, the disc that would normally have been on this time clock, rather than counting this number as your scoring mechanism, you move your disc forward that many spaces, and much like patchwork, it's your go if you are further behind. So we could take this, place it here, we score this one, and the 3 teal, and we could probably get a yellow. Teal. Yes, I think that works. This red goes here. So we've got 4 reds next to this one. 1, 2, 3 tiles plus this tile, 4. This tile is next to 3. And if we get it next to one more yellow, we'll complete this objective. Is that what I was thinking? This yellow... Yeah, this blue can come here. It's not a clickable space, but that will go down here. That's 1, 2. And then the yellow here finishes 2, but that's 7 points. Otherwise, this one's actually only 6. This one's 4 points. That's a better end game. I need 2 discs. We have a blue and a yellow, and we have a blue and a red. So our second round score, we have 21, 30, 42, 48, 58, 60, 75. So 116, actually with a first round score of 41, I was expecting us to do a fair bit worse. We would have been on 82. We spent 34 in the second round. If we'd managed that the other way round, no, we would have been 102 if we'd switched those 2 rounds over. But yeah, that's the game. So it's quite a tough puzzle, but I'm not sure. I have played it 6 or 7 times, although I've only done it once now on camera. As I say, the first time I played it, the background noise was far too loud for me to bother uploading that. I don't think for me it works as a solo game. It's a fine puzzle. If I owned the game and I had friends coming round and we were thinking of playing, I think, okay, fine, I'll set it up and I'll play a solo game while I'm waiting. Fine. But I'm not sure it's ever anything I would crack open the box and pull out thinking, yes, this is a puzzle I want to try and solve right now. A lot of it comes down to randomness, what comes out. I mean, obviously that's the nature of a tile laying game, but with the comparison with Calico, I feel there's a lot more strategy in the draft in terms of, you know, you can take one's going to disappear. You've got more tiles that you're going to place, so you've got more chance to mitigate the randomness. I think 1 or 2 of the times I've played, a colour was just not available on the first round, and then you're really struggling, so you have to take every single tile, and if every tile in the first round are high numbers, you're going to get a number bigger than 50, and there's no way around it. So you, just because of the way the tiles have drawn, you know you failed, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I think it's fine. It's a nice, simple enough puzzle, but if you haven't got either game, and I think this was the nature of the question that was posed to me on YouTube, if I were to buy one, I would buy Calico. And this is as someone who isn't a particular cat person. I'm waiting. to get some work done on the house and then get a corgi. My missus wants it to be multiple, so very much a dog household, but still Kaliko is a fantastic game. Change it to little fluffy puppers, and I'm sure I could even convince my non-board game playing wife that it is worth a go. But we'll finish this roundup here. Let's jump into some